Hi, everyone. I wanted to just take this opportunity while you're gathered all together at CPD to say hello to all of you. Um, all of you who already know me, I sure have missed being a part of your questions and your emails and your um, selection meetings and things like that. But I am just so blessed and know that you're in good hands and that things are moving forward. I've heard that things are going well, and I'm just pleased with that. It makes me feel like I don't have to sit here and think about my job, but think about healing and getting better so I can come back to all of you. So this team that I have, Liz and Alyssa, I'm just so excited. We were already strong, and now with the addition of Liz to our team, we did some planning this summer, and I am so confident that we're going to have a great year this year. So I'm excited to come back and be a part of that. So with that being said, just thank you, Alyssa and Liz, for keeping the train running here. And for those of you I've not met yet from Ashwaubenon and Door County, I'm sad that I wasn't a part of those initial meetings just to introduce myself and get to know you a little bit. And I look forward to coming back and meeting you also. Welcome to Valley Area Reading Recovery Consortium. I'd also like, which is the main reason I wanted to give you this message, is I wanted to thank you from the bottom of my heart for all of your support, all of your thoughts and prayers and messages and cards and gifts. I can't even tell you what that has meant to me. It tears me up even a little bit thinking about the support that you've given me in this turn of events here that was so unexpected. Thank you. Thank you for that. It helps things move a little bit more easily here. And before I get too emotional here, I asked Alyssa and Liz if I could just share one more thing with you. You all are never far from my heart, and the whole reading recovery world is never far from my heart, and I'm a geek. So, of course, every year I try to do something where I learn something new. This year's knowledge was not something I chose, but just planted in my life, probably for good reasons. That's what I always look at things as, is there's learning and understanding that you can gain from even the harder things. So let me share this just very weird analogy with you. So my issues are, I don't want to go into too much detail with you, but no, I'm fine, and I'm looking forward to an answer this week, but it's cervical spine and nerve related in my right arm, and the medications that I'm taking have side effects that make it a bit difficult for me to be at school. So that's the reason I'm out. But nonetheless, I've had to have 2 MRIs. And the first MRI gave my doctor some information, but not enough. So he needed to gather some more data by putting me in another MRI, which the technician called a double bubble because it was longer. And so it was a regular MRI of my brain and my spine, and then one that they call the contrast MRI, which gave them even more information. Okay, so if you've ever been in an MRI, you know that it's super, super loud, and you have to stay very still. So I was in that MRI for a really long time, and I was beginning to go crazy about partway into it. And so I needed my brain to go in a different place. So, of course, where did it go but to reading recovery? And I started to think, about how this MRI is a lot like Reading Recovery, and what we do. So the first MRI I had was like that OS that we gave, and that it gave my doctor some baseline information, right? And he got this information and he tried some things and we moved forward with his plan. Um, and then he decided pretty quickly, like the next week, that he needed to do another MRI because he really didn't have as much information as he wanted. So, therefore, the second MRI, which was a deeper, keener observation, like roaming. And so, in that, I got thinking, okay, but there's all this deep observation, but really it depends the expertise of the person reading that information, that data that we give, which would be like our expert teachers, which you are. And so you look at that deeper data. He looked at that deeper data. And although the difference is we take a lot more time, I brought the CD of the MRI to him, and in about 5 or 10 minutes, he's like, "Oh, guess what? I'm seeing this. It is similar to what I saw in the last one, but then there's this new information, and it feels a little out of my realm. So I'm going to call in a colleague. You're going to go to another doctor because I feel like that doctor might have another set of eyes and will be able to give me more information. And together we can make a plan." So guess what that's like? It's like a colleague visit. So I say all this because, first of all, I'm a geek. And second of all, because you're going into your roaming lessons right now, or you're in them right now. And I don't want you to take too much time if you're really feeling like outside of your expertise level. You have colleagues that you can call soon. Some of you are in buildings with colleagues, and you can give them a call right away. Others, they're just a little bit away. But don't wait too long to get that extra bit of information from your colleagues. So I just wanted to share that with you because I don't get to be in the world right now. But you're never far from my mind. And I wish you all well. And I'm really looking forward to coming back. I hope sooner rather than later. I have 2 appointments this week, and I'm hoping that my appointment tomorrow will let me come back to school. So thanks for letting me share, and thank you from the bottom of my heart. Have a great rest of your CPD session.